everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over Dr. Eggman's robots, the BADNIKS, in 2.5-inch scale by Jakks Specific. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. The Motobug is kind of like Mario's Goomba, the first little enemy you face, and you actually could die to it if you're not being careful. I do like the design on this. We have some jets coming out the back. We have these little arms that are pretty cute. You can swivel them a little bit and hinge them up and down, which works out really nicely. I like that a lot. He is on a wheel, so he can move up and down like this. The little antenna are really cute. They tie into the hands, at least, or the little like sides, whatever these are. The jets are pretty neat though. They're very nice. You could probably put some kind of effect in the back. That's neat. There is some sort of striations here and a little product number code thing. He comes in a stand that he doesn't really balance too well on. It's kind of an up or down, back and forth kind of thing. The eye is slanted, and he has a little bit of sort of like a buck tooth kind of thing going on. There are screws in this figure, which is something I don't really like. I wish they would cover them up with something. They would look better. You can take him off the stand and have him wheel around, but he's not going to really do much other than just sort of limp everywhere. You can swivel and, hinge the arm up and down, which is a very nice feature for this figure, and it works really well. He's not my favorite BADNIK in this little crew of BADNIKs I have, but he still works as the prototypical kind of Goomba figure, first enemy kind of thing. He's a little boring, but he's okay. The chopper is really weird. He looks very derpy and strange. I do like how the eyes are. They're very funny and very weird. You usually see him like this, but you can do this with him, I guess. That'd be weird, a fish just swimming like that left and right. His mouth does open and close by a small margin that doesn't go fully closed, but that's fine, I guess. You can't really move these all that much. They move slightly down, a little bit up, but that's kind of it. The tail can shimmy left and right, this far and this far, very nicely. The fins are pretty cool, a little rubbery, and there's little bits and bobs of dots everywhere on him that make him look pretty cool. You can swivel on the stand, and you can take the stand off and put the stand on. Very nicely done for this figure. It looks really cute and pretty cool. Very fun little figure. I like the chopper a lot. He's really nicely done and a good addition to the BADNIK team. The Buzz Bomber has always been a formidable foe and a thorn in my side for runs when I'm trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds, and it just pops out of nowhere, fires, and then leaves me without any rings. That's a shame. This is a really well done figure. I love the bucktooth look, an evolution from the Motobug kind of thing. They could be cousins or friends. They're in the bug family. We have these really piercing, scary eyes that kind of creep me out. We have the yellow, which is cool for the antenna. Again, he could be a bigger Motobug. He does really swivel here nicely and swivel here pretty well on this jet, along with this piece right over here, and flap the wing up and down for both sides. There is a variant that has him with gray wings, but I like the blue better. It kind of ties in better with the theme. The stinger is pretty cute. You can't really put anything in there or whatever, and this does swivel over here and fall off frequently, so just be careful. He kind of sits on this thing very nicely and works out really well. This guy is a force to be reckoned with though. Watch out for the Buzz Bomber. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Crab Meat is up next, a very cute little enemy, really nicely done. The eyes are really cute and adorable. They can move a little bit here and there. You can have them look whichever way you want. That works out pretty well for some stop motions if you want to, maybe slowly moving his eyes. But it looks very nice. I like this kind of little vent thing in here. It looks like a skull almost, kind of weird. He does have some swivel over here and nice ball hinge over there. He can snap at you a little bit if he wants to, but mostly he's a careful where you jump enemy, I would guess. He does shoot out little spore things out of his hands. It could be a formidable foe. Again, this is a redesign, not the original one, but I like him a lot. My only issue is that despite how cute he looks, this is really hard to move. His little legs, you have to really balance him very well in a certain position to get him to stand, and even then he will fall over. So just pushing him down a little bit till he stands is fine. It's a cute little figure, very nicely done. I just wish that leg mechanism was done way better and it worked better within engineering. Moving on to Sonic CD, we have Metal Sonic, the classic Metal Sonic. One of my favorite characters in all of Sonic history. I love this guy way back when I first played Sonic Adventure 2, and I love him now playing the original classic games. Not a big fan of Sonic CD, but the race between Sonic and Metal Sonic is one of my favorite parts in all of these games. He looks so good. The eyes are really piercing and red, the yellows are very bright and awesome, and the blue is really matching towards Sonic. I love the red too on these little shoes. They're great. He does some pretty good articulation for a slightly better figure than the BADNIKS, at least. Some swivel up here some articulation over here, not that much, pretty much more over here. Get a little bit of up and down for the arms. You do get some back and some forward for the legs with some nice swivel over here and 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Very nicely done for this figure. I really love Metal Sonic, and I wish we could get him in 4-inch scale for Classic, and also Mecha 2.0 from S3 and K, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But this guy is just awesome, and I love him so much. The Burnabot is a pretty new addition for me, but I think he tips the scales to being a really nice figure and looking great with some awesome articulation and making the Badniks a little more prevalent in this series. I love how he looks. The blue is really nicely done. The grays are pretty cool. The eyes are really adorable and cute, and the orange is really nicely done as well. It's a nice sort of like yin-yang to the blue. This is the Badnik that we've seen in the Sonic Prime series, I believe. This will do for a Burnabot from Sonic 2 in a pinch, though. You can twist this. It's kind of hard to twist, though. It does twist a little bit left and right. You know, it is just tough to twist, but you can twist it. His head swivels a little bit left and right, very tiny amount. He does go down. You have to move his arms up a little bit to make him move further down a little bit, but I guess you can only do that much. That's a shame. His arms move up this far and down this far, resting on his little treads over here. He does have wheels on the bottom. You can move him left and right and up and down or whatever surface you want, he moves. That's pretty awesome. Really nicely done figure. Looks super cool, and he's really cute. What more could you want from a Badnik? And coming full circle with the Rhino bot. Really nicely done for this guy. I love him a lot. He looks super adorable, and he's pretty nicely done. I just like the orange. I like the silver. The little bolts and nuts everywhere, and the eyes are kind of scary yet derpy. It's a really interesting figure. His ears wiggle, and that is so cute. I love this little feature. I swear I saw Rhino's ears wiggling somewhere. The horns are pretty menacing and slightly sharp. They're good for a finger scratch if you want to do that. There's some striations on the silver, so be careful for that. A seam going down over here, and he has the return of the sort of badly done Motobug function. It kind of works worse on the Motobug, I think, than it does with this guy. He's a little more top heavy, I would think, than the Motobug, but I guess you keep coming back to the Motobug for this round. Yeah, he's just pretty okay. I kind of like him better on the wheel, but if you want to store him, the treads are different, by the way. They're pretty nicely done on this figure, and really chunky wheel for that. You have a little hole in the wheel to facilitate the stand. Just put it on there, and you're a-okay, and you're rip-roaring to go and defeat Sonic in just one level he's in, I think. Maybe he's in Flying Battery, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, this guy is ready to rock and ready to roll. Overall, these figures look really cool. The designs are amazing. The artists that made these and the sculptors that created these are super awesome. These are really nicely done, these figures, and sure, they don't have much articulation, and sure, they are 2.5 inch in scale, but all the artistry and work put into them is commendable. They each have a unique personality and look to them, and even though you see them in the blink of an eye when destroying them in the games, they all hold a special place in my heart because several of them have taken rings away from me and stopped me from getting the Chaos Emeralds, which is your plan, right? Isn't it, Eggman? These figures are wonderful, especially Metal Sonic. He's one of my favorite characters in the entire lore, but each Badnik has their own strengths and their own weaknesses. Hopefully, Jakks can retool the ones with the wheels someday, but the rest are really nice, and I hope to get more Badniks coming soon from Jakks Pacific and Dr. Eggman. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.